So one of the biggest trends is always going to be there. Volume. Volume is always a little more difficult to achieve, and that's the reason why I wanted to show you really briefly how you can achieve a red carpet or catwalk look, again in 2 minutes, very simple, very straightforward, and just transform something which can be either done on straight hair or on curly hair. So I just changed the parting a tiny bit again, so it's a tiny bit more innocent, and then I will start by backcombing the back of the head. So imagine a line from ear to ear all the way over the top of her head. So all of the hair behind the ear, just in the top section, will be backcombed. So what I will be doing now, let's turn again please. You take a small subsection, which should be roughly as big as the section of the tooth section of your comb. You comb the hair through, you hold it firmly in one hand, she's got very long hair, and then about 4 fingers away from the scalp, I push the comb into the hair, and then in one firm stroke, just push the comb down to the scalp. Then I do it from the other side, and this way you're creating amazing backcombing without damaging the hair. So here you can really see how much volume you can build up. It's very firm, but it's very easy to brush out. So everything is gone. The way how this works is you're literally folding hair on top of each other, rather than doing it like in the granny salon where it just looks like that and there's this big nest. So backcombing itself doesn't damage the hair, it's just you need to do it in the right way. So now I'm just repeating the technique, which is from the back, from the front, from the back, from the front. And now I'm going to be moving in little half-moon circles, a little more down the back of her head. This is kind of more for a tip for people which have average amount of hair and just want to create volume and have difficulties actually achieving it. Otherwise, if you're setting up a date with your hairdresser, that always helps. This technique is the reason why I'm showing this to you is because I really believe that this is very simple, because what you're doing, you can actually see in the mirror. You're doing it like so, and the only thing you're doing is swapping the comb side. So actually it's not a very complicated technique, it's very simple. So turn your head sideways. So I've done the top section, so about 3 rows. I'm now going to gather the hair all the way to the back. So if you're doing this back at home, you want to shake your hair slightly backwards. Then I'm using the outside of the comb, of the brush, of the bronze satin hairbrush. I'm not placing it straight on the head, I'm using it sideways. So meaning I'm not pushing it into the hair, it's just, I'm gently stroking it. So this immediately clears out the outer surface, but keeps all the volume in. Once you're done with this, you just take some hair from the front, about this much. Can you see this? And I'm taking roughly the same amount from the other side. This is very individual to your own face shape. So on some people it looks better with more hair, and some people it looks better with less hair. Some it looks better when you just take a very small strand from the side, as in here. So it's very versatile. So what I'm doing is turn your head all the way. So here are the 2 strands. Okay, I'm pulling them across, and the other one I'm then taking a hair grip. Okay, that's matching a hair color, and I'm going to push one in upwards and one downwards. Crossing the other one. So it's almost invisible. It has a very good hold with 2 clips, and now you can adjust the amount of how much volume you have just by gently pulling it. So you can really pull it out, and end up looking like Amy Winehouse or Adele, as she did at the Golden Globes, which was obviously more extreme. Or you can have a slightly softer version like Selena Gomez when I started for the UNICEF ball in New York. So this is really all dependent on how much hair you have in the front, how many layers you have, if you have a fringe, if all the hair is layered, if it's all one length, to define what's the perfect style for you around the front. And immediately you've got a beautiful red carpet or catwalk inspired look that shows the best of both worlds, which is beautiful long hair and volume. What I like about this look, it's very innocent, it looks quite romantic, it has a very fresh approach, and it definitely looks like you just styled your hair. So it's something quite beautiful about it. I hope you like it, and I hope you like the little trend presentation. And now I'm ready for you for any questions that you might have.